from the office, describing the president as the mother serpent of corruption, now petitions the president for the removal of his successor. Is this surprising?
Absolutely. It's extremely surprising that the former special prosecutor is the one leading the charges on this matter. And so, but of course, because he has some reputation, we have to look at it with fraud. Hello? Yes. So
hello, Council. Yes, please go ahead.
The surprise is that Mr. Hamidu has such big gravitas. So we want to give him his due. But that doesn't take away the fact that this is very, very surprising. He dealt the OSP a very big blow, even by initiating the complaint procedure. Yes, just initiating the process alone is a big blow because, you see, for as long as the matter is being handled, it will serve as a cloud over the OSP. And actually, we didn't think, nobody saw this coming, and it's not actually welcome at this stage. But because it's a democracy, we have to let the thing go through due process. But I can tell you, Mr. Tufo, that one thing is very clear, and that is the fact that this petition has the handiwork of President Akufo-Addo all over it. Hello?
Yes, Council. Why would you say so?
Good. You know that as we speak now, there are two petitions that were filed against Madame Jean Mensah. President Akufo-Addo refused to forward them. Two petitions were filed against Jean Mensah, Electoral Commission Chair. President Akufo-Addo has refused to forward them to the Chief Justice for the next processes to be gone into. Similarly, a number of the CJs who have retired recently also had petitions against them. People filed petitions against certain Chief Justices. President Akufo-Addo never forwarded them. So how come this one came and within 6 days, boom, President Akufo-Addo is forwarded that petition? So you can see he's very interested in what Martin Amidu is doing, and he's actually the cheerleader. He's the cheerleader of this petition, encouraging and goading Martin Amidu on, because Akufo-Addo wants Kissi Agyebeng out of that office.
Yeah, but
that's the whole idea. But that he, Akufo-Addo, can appoint a very malleable person. He wants to appoint a very malleable person to that office.
Council, yes. The fact that he has failed or delayed to act on a previous petition does not necessarily stop him from acting on this particular one, does it?
No, but we can use his failure in the past to profile him. We are allowed to analyze that he's actuated by personal aggrandizement, self-interest. President Akufo-Addo has always, from day one, been interested in only self-interest, the interest of he himself and his family. That's why you see he brought his brother, finance minister, and every time we borrow the bonds, then Data Bank, which is largely owned by Oforiatta, makes a good deal, makes a good cut of that money. So that's the whole idea. So from day one, Akufo-Addo came into this office as a very corrupt leader, and so he will stop at nothing to make sure that anybody who wants to fight corruption will not succeed. So this OSP, from President Akufo-Addo's actions, is just a PR stunt. The office of the OSP, from Akufo-Addo's behavior, is just a PR stunt. He just set it up so that he will take a box ticked, that OSP set up. But he doesn't intend that the OSP works efficiently and effectively. It's just for PR. Addo Showboy set up PR.
Right.
OSP.
Now,
but he didn't intend that the OSP should work.
Considering the activities of the OSP, especially if we're counting back to that November 2023 press conference, and of course the recent issues surrounding Iyoko and Madame Cecilia Dapa, what would you say, or would you say that this particular petition will have any impact at all on the fight against corruption?
Yes, it does. The petition will have an impact because right now it's going to distract the OSP. It will distract him. I will just hope that he will be strong and then, keep his head down and keep the fight going. But you can't run away from the fact that even the announcement of this alone will cause him some embarrassment. So it's quite a huge distraction. Absolutely.
Right. Would you have rather this be dealt privately?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So that the distraction would have been reduced to the barest minimum. But now it's in the public domain. And so the distraction is huge. It's very, very huge. You know, we are building a democracy, but, you know, some of these things, sometimes they happen. But we will support Mr. Agyebeng. As for President Akufo-Addo, he knows that he's lost the public support. He has eroded all of the goodwill. I mean, he himself is been crowned the mother serpent of corruption, and with Bawumia in tow supporting him. Bawumia has supported him all along. You remember Bawumia himself had this problem around his neck. He and Edubuahi, the one Edubuahi was giving $40,000, and then Edubuahi asked for $200,000 as appearance fee before they see Bawumia. You see? So they all just want to see the back of Kissi Agyebeng, right, so that all their other corrupt deals will not come out.
Council, let's look at the stance of the former prosecutor, Martin Amidu, in all this. What do you make of his stance? And of course, the timing of his petition demanding a removal, is it one too early?
Those ones, that's why I said, yes, on the face of it, these are not matters that ordinarily you use to say somebody be removed. So let's say Mr. Amidu asked for some information, RTR request, and he says Kissi Agyebeng didn't give him. But if you do an RTR request, somebody, the person doesn't give you, the office holder doesn't give you, you escalate it. You go to the RTR commission, and then from there, if the commission makes a ruling in your favor and the institution doesn't comply, then you go to court. So me, talking to you, I took the Auditor General on. They were conducting secret and illegal recruitment last year. They refused. They didn't mind me. I went to, the institution. You first go to the RTI officer. That's by the RTI law. If the person doesn't give, then you go to the head of the institution. If the head doesn't give you, then you go to RTI commission. RTI commission will request. If they don't give, then RTI commission will go into the matter. So I won. Human Rights and Governance Center. We won against Auditor General. They didn't give. And we've gone back to the RTI commission. And the commission is taking steps to go to court. So that's the procedure. So if you've asked Kissi Agyebeng for information and he hasn't brought it, you would have to escalate, go through the processes and eventually go to court. That's what he has to do. Then the other one, that Frimpong Boateng and Madam Tapa were abused because, what do you call it? The arrests were not well done.
Yes, the arrest and detention.
Yes, then it means that Dr. Akufo-Addo would have been removed long ago. Every day, police are abusing our rights, unlawful arrest, etc. What we do is that we sue for compensation. We don't say because a policeman has illegally arrested somebody, then IGP Dampare should go. Then Martin Amidu should have petitioned for the removal of Dampare long ago, long ago. Because every day we are getting abused. Police are extorting money from us, so many things. Why didn't he ask for the removal of Dampare? So this, let it go through. But look, citizens must get up. Let's organize some support for the OSP. Let's gather maybe 1,000, 2,000 signatures to say, listen, we are behind Kissi. He should focus. The people of Ghana are behind him because he needs our support. We should show it openly because that helps.
Council, but these issues raised by Mr. Martin Amidu, if I understand you correctly, are rife for criticism, but not necessarily enough to call for his impeachment. One would also say that Mr. Martin Amidu has every right to choose this particular tandem.
Yes, he has a right. But remember, even the Bible says that it's not everything that's right that you may do. The distraction it brings. That's why I say, so as soon as he's saying this, then I'm saying that, but you see, I mentioned to you, Dr. Akufo-Addo is police chief. All the things his men have done Have you ever heard anybody say because of that person should resign? Look at the heads of all the other institutions where there are breaches of the law. Have you seen anybody go that then the head of that institution should be removed? If you look at Tiwa, you see we have presented a petition to Parliament to probe the Yoko and the Attorney General. You see what we've done? We've gone for the property ban to then look at the number of cases Tiwa has messed us up. Look at those cases. Takoradi girls, the A+ case against Atensu Buachi and Abu Dinapo. Then the case of Sewa Bruni, the lady who says he's dating President Akufo-Addo. He says President Akufo-Addo is his girlfriend, her boyfriend. The lady who says President Akufo-Addo is her boyfriend. You see, she went and reported the case to Madam Tiwa. Tiwa didn't do any much of investigation to close that case. So then we would say that we should remove Madam Tiwa at the time she was CID boss. Yes, 2001, Tiwa alone has been involved in four scandalous cases where she didn't handle them well. But she still kept her office, and even now she's Yoko boss. You see, she's still in office. You see, so right. This President Amidu is certain, it's a huge distraction to the OSP.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Martin Kpebu. Thank you so much for your time. We'll leave it here. Martin Kpebu is a private legal practitioner.